Here's the video that's currently going pretty viral on Twitter and other platforms. Breaking, censored video re-emerges of Jacob Chansley reading Trump's tweet and telling protesters to go home and remain peaceful.
We're going to pull up the tweet. Donald Trump has asked everybody to go home. Donald Trump, quote, "I am asking for everyone in the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful, no violence. Remember, we are the party of law and order. Respect our law enforcement, and men and women in blue." Just back it up, guys. Just back it up. We're not ANTIFA. We are not ANTIFA.
We will abide, but we want to be heard. This is the people's house.
Back it up. Come on now.
You know, the obvious question comes to mind, why is it that the media never showed us this? You know, the media made Jacob Chansley, the Q shaman, the face of Donald Trump's insurrection. He was supposedly leading the charge, part of a seditious conspiracy, which was a plot organized by the Proud Boys and Donald Trump and Roger Stone to overthrow the US government. But what we actually see is the exact opposite. You know, I find it funny because the January 6th committee was trying to make the point that Donald Trump was inciting violence. Very conveniently, social media companies engaged in a collective effort to censor Donald Trump. They pretty much deplatformed him from all the major social media entities. And so his previous tweets and his previous statements disappeared from the internet, at least from his official accounts. Key information that the January 6th committee purposely left out of their report. But if the whole thing was an organized seditious conspiracy with Donald Trump and Roger Stone at the helm, then why is it that you have the Q shaman on the day of telling people, we are not Antifa, listen to what Donald Trump said, do not enter the Capitol, remain peaceful, doing the exact opposite of what he's charged for, doing the exact opposite of what the mainstream liberal narrative and January 6th Select Committee narrative has been suggesting. A seditious conspiracy. I want to stick on that concept right there. Because even the woman in the crowd who happens to be the individual advocating for people to continue moving forward and entering the Capitol, even that individual isn't telling the crowd to act violently and to overthrow the government. She merely said multiple times, "This is the people's house and we want our voices heard." That sounds more like a peaceful protest than it does a violent insurrection or seditious conspiracy that's organized to overthrow the US government and end democracy as we know it. I actually want to reference a tweet from the